chat first. I have been doing a bit of online shopping lately on my, Facebook Marketplace, which is an excellent place to lose faith in humanity. Not so good to like actually find things. I've been looking for a dresser, and as I was shopping, I noticed that you guys call them tall boys, which is an adorable way to describe furniture, I reckon.
Thanks, man.
Very cute. As I was scrolling, I also found a slim boy.
I think I need
Which
the
is
other
also
end.
very cute. It's just not
That's
really
cool.
what I'm
What I've
after.
done, I've started
Space.
recording anyway, man.
I guess
Just,
I'm really looking
don't
for a
miss
tote
anything.
boy.
I think the audio, I just like, because I had to go into here,
Speaking
so
of
I can take quarter inch, I can take XLRs
boys.
if it's a
I
male
noticed some boys
XLR.
complain about
And
Tinder.
I can even take AUXs. Okay, thanks.
Mostly on Tinder. Interesting. And I get that. Like, Tinder isn't great, is it? No. But we all know that. I think we might be forgetting what it's for. It is also a marketplace for selling fish, I think.
Beautiful, thanks, man.
Let me know if there's an English.
Yeah.
The guys are definitely trying to sell me fish. Have you noticed? And they're all holding fish. Like, why? I'm not super into that. I don't want any fish. That's not what I'm there for. Also, I find that a little bit weird, you know, a man holding fish out of water. In the best case. Fish in water, fairly comfortable, can breathe. Fish out of water, not so good. I reckon the only way I'd be into that would be if in the next photo we see that fish holding that guy underwater. That'd be cute, you know, for fish Tinder. That should be a thing. I do have to admit, like the hook through the guy's mouth, you know, the fish plug that probably wouldn't be super cute. Do have to admit that. But he'd be a real cat. Catch and release. Catch and release. So I think the cruelty is fine. Right? That's how it works. No, I think it's fine. I heard men don't feel pain, so it's okay. I do have to tell you, I can be a little bit awkward sometimes. I don't know if you noticed. And I got to be honest with you, I'd like to be less awkward. That'd be cool. But I'm still working that out. So like 20 years, I'm 20. 28 years later, I'm still working this out. But I made quite some progress lately. So I'd just like to show you where I'm at. I'm just going to show you, even if it's not cool. So, like, met a lot of people lately, which is cool because you get to introduce yourself, right? So this is me. Hi, I'm Lauren. Short! And that's a train. That's cute. Hey, I'm Lauren. I work for the HUANG Foundation. I probably should listen to your name. Sorry, what's your name? David? Keith. Nice to meet you both. Yeah, I'm working this out, and while I work this out, I reckon Keith, it would be nice if you could just be more awkward, you know, for balance. That would be nice. Because yeah, I'm still working on that. I think part of my awkwardness is because English isn't my first language. It's not because I'm awkward that I'm awkward, that's not that weird. When I was at school, I even had to learn English, still didn't help, because I don't want to go to England. It sucks. Have you been there? Anyone from England in? No, didn't think so. My first language is German, but I've been here for quite some time. Turns out when you like go back to Germany, when I go back to Germany now and I speak German, it's a little bit off because I only speak Australian now, so I forgot how grammar works. And the Germans there usually laugh at me, and I don't know if you knew, German can be pretty mean. So I think it's a good idea to teach all of you guys how to be mean back at the German. So I guess you can just like throw out the big swear words, but that's not really how we do it in German. Like we like to get real personal and like get you where it hurts, so you remember for the rest of your life. Germans are just school bullies, so we just never got out of that. So I'm just going to quickly teach you a German swear word. and then I'm going to get out of here. So it sounds like this. Teletubby zurückwinker. Good, yeah. I feel like you understood the first bit, hey? And yeah, it has something to do with the Teletubbies, because how else would you insult someone? I don't know. Teletubby zurückwinker. And this is a real German word, you need to try it. It's just someone who waves back at the Teletubbies. Why? Why would they do that? That's all for me. Thanks for listening.
Good morning, everybody. Crack house. My house is not a crack house, but close. Let's try. Alright. While we're waiting for the internet, I will introduce to you our next act. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ash Chapman.
Give it up for Joel, everyone. A lovely house that you have, Joel. And it is his house, and I don't care if it's not, it's still his house to me. But it's good to be out. I live in St Kilda, so all my friends are tourists, you know? And like the same conversation with these guys when they come up to me, like a guy will come up and be like, hey man, you know what's up, innit? I've got the need for speed, yeah? I'm the jack of all crack, you know what I mean? I need your help. And I'm like, help with what? Like, finish the verse? What the fuck? But I was like, listen man, I don't do drugs. And I don't know why everyone thinks I do drugs. It baffles me. But, you know, and stereotypes are disgusting. They are, but anyway. I tell them, I'm like, listen man, hypothetically speaking, if I were to do drugs, which I won't, let me grab your number. And I could hook you up when I'm not out to lunch with my family. So that would be good. And so do you guys enjoy your life? Fair enough, you live in a crack house. That makes sense, that's all right. You'll get there. I enjoy my life, and I was hoping I could help you enjoy your life even more with a life hack. So, you know when you accidentally drink nail polish? You know, when you, I did that once. And if you do that, again, don't panic. Just drink nail polish remover. So, that's a life hack. That'll do. Hey, you ever go down a pier and see people fishing, and then they get a fish and then they drop it? How funny is that? It's like, they get real sad, you know? I like to go up to them and be like, hey, don't worry man, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So that's cool. Has anyone seen Jono around? You guys know Jono? He's that guy that did acid and now he thinks it's a glass of orange juice. You ever heard that story in school? Oh dude, you obviously went to private school, you hadn't heard that story. Because everyone knows that, it's an urban legend. Anyway, he was my mate. And he used to do ketamine, and every time he did ketamine, he would like climb up the wall and like start shaking. And that's why we call him Peter Parkinson's. So he's I reckon that's him. There you go, Jono. Come in. He looks similar. Yeah, no, please sit.
Hey, comics.
To a gig, sit wherever on the
Comics,
floor.
get up the back. Your comics, get up, take the gigs up.
I'll go sit. Well, yeah, you're up next.
Plenty of space, guys. $5 beers. Nice to look at the bar if you want. Continue.
I'm pretty fucking good, obviously.
Yeah.
I've already 15 fucking pence. This is so funny. I think I deserve 2 more minutes. Okay. No, I'll cut it off.
Hey, right, you can have another 2, bro.
Oh. No, I was actually bluffing. I only have one more joke. You ever go down to the convenience store and there's no milk and there's like a huge line of people? That's not convenient. They should just call that a store. So yeah, I'll get back to job. You guys see it going, let me know.
Get up there, shout to everybody. Welcome our new guests who just walked in. This is Thomas Fire Comedy. Strap yourselves in, eh? I often tell a lot of like really dark jokes and stuff. Death, suicide, murder, shit like that. And I was trying to like soften up my image a bit. So I wrote a new joke. I want to try it out with you guys before I introduce a new actor with me. Okay. So I rang up Cuddles International, and they said, "Please hold." It's wordplay, you fucking assholes. So come on, please hold. Cuddles. Fuck. All right, hopefully the next one can do better than that. Hang on, I know your first name. I'll say fucking last name. I only met you last day. Fuck's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Jason Robbins.
It was Sunday.
I'm stoned all the time, bro. Fuck.
Me too, buddy, me too. It was Sunday. Yeah, shit. Remembering stuff is hard. Like, I've been remembering stuff for like, as long as I can remember. Funny thing is, I've been like forgetting stuff like exactly the same amount of time. So last week I took a woman home to my apartment, and as soon as we got through the door, she looked at me and said, "Show it to me." I said, "All right, permission granted." She said, "Show me how cold this air conditioning is." This chick had overheard me talking to one of the guys behind the bar about how fucking awesome the AC was in my head. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, "Hey, like, you didn't just come back tonight, you didn't roll through just because I got good air conditioning." She said, No. Like, maybe got you over the line a little bit, but, fuck. She's like, "Jason, look at it this way. You're a hot 5. You're a cold 7. I don't know what that joke says about. So when she left the next day, like 4:30 in the afternoon, Friday was brutal hot last week. She comes up to me and says, "Jason, look, I'm totally down to hook up with you again. Here's my number. Feel free to give me a call any day over 35 degrees." So the way I see this, it's like a global warming toxic cloud silver lining. Right, video nude. Are you recording yet? Is this shit streaming to the internet?
Not live, but it's recording.
Alright, cool. Fuck it, I'll tell. Sure. So, does anybody else sick of hearing about this fucking coronavirus? Like, it's just everywhere. It's just fucking hyped up. It's all the news is talking about. There's so much hype about the coronavirus that the #1 movie on iTunes movie list is this 2011 movie called Contagion. It's about a viral pandemic that starts in China and wipes out everyone on the planet. #2 on the list is Black Hawk Down. That's a joke that combines both the coronavirus and Kobe Bryant's You know, if Kobe was here, I don't think he'd have a problem with that joke. The thing he would be pissed off about is he was in second place. That's not a number. I got a good buddy who's a fireman. I think he's a fireman just to meet women. I think this, because years ago he said to me, "Jason, I'm going to become a fireman to meet women." And he did. And he does. People fucking love firemen. Like, just the idea of firemen, just like the overalls with the no shirt on, just the jack dudes with the ripped six-pack abs. They don't all look like that. Do you know how many firemen actually look that good? 12.
That's a calendar joke. It's big Gregorian. Take up to 12 months for that one to be funny. Yeah. One more firefighter joke?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So the Volunteer Firefighters Association having real trouble getting women to join up and become volunteer firefighters. I think this is an issue that can be solved if we close the gender pay gap. None? Volunteer firefighters don't get paid? Alright, cool. Alright. I'm kind of a tall guy, which means when I go shopping at the supermarket, I get to sometimes jump in on other people's shopping adventure. They'll say things like, hey, grab one of those things off the top shelf for me. And I'm a nice guy, I'm happy to do it. So I'll grab their item, but before I hand it over, I'll use it to gesture at an item on a low shelf near them. I'll be like, hey, grab one of those. Normally they'll just do it, or make the exchange before they're like, what the fuck just happened here? Sometimes they'll be like, no, I'm not going to do that. You can read.
Bouncer and Dutch, and they had to be kept on like a runner at the back of the house while Dad was at work. And thing is, those three dogs all jumped the back fence and hung themselves. Just so you know, guys, your son's silence fucking fills me with joy. Yeah, so like, I mean, those dogs looked at my family and were like, fuck that. What, you guys like your family, yeah? It's just me. Yeah, I particularly hate my sister. She's a fucking idiot. Let me give you an example of how she's a fucking idiot. My first nephew, his name is Billy Joel. Now, it's not Billy Joel, because my sister's a fucking idiot. She put Billy and Joel in the first name bracket of his birth certificate. So instead of being a lovely, touching fucking tribute to me, it's a touching tribute to the fucking pound man. And poor fucking Billy Joel has to introduce himself as Billy Joel, because that's his she's an idiot. Anyway, there's about, last time I remember having like a good time with my sister was like 13 years ago. It was at the birth of Billy Joel. I mean, I was in there, I got to see the miracle of childbirth. I mean, seeing her vagina ripped to her asshole. Oh, just like, warm. That's no. Oh. Anyway, I can't figure out how to recapture that feeling. You got any ideas? No, it's a rhetorical question. I don't know. She calls me once every 3 years. I always hope it's duck call. Hi, it's Adam. Your sister's dead. Never is. Constant disappointment she is. Last time she threatened to commit suicide, I double teared her. Anyway, we're still talking about suicide, right? If I was really, like, if I could have my dream in the real way that I'd love to commit suicide, I would love to be shot to death by the police. Which means all those kids in high school were right. I am trying to be black. Alright. Now we've got the suicide open out of the way. It's not going to get any lighter or nice. I'm sorry. It just won't. Not from me. But you won't hear much from me. You'll get to see the other comedians. I'm here to make you feel shit and terrible. So when the comedians come on, it's like a relief and you're fucking happy. You say, right? Fucking psychology, right? And that's how I explain all my bombs. I was like, I was just trying to bum the audience out so you could do well, bro. Here's hoping, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our next act. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it twice because I'm stoned. Look, the read it, motherfuckers! There you go.
Hands are really cold for something that looks like that. What was your name again?
Pete.
Pete. Do you know where that name's from at all?
My grandfather.
Was his last name White?
No.
I knew a Keith White growing up. We always called him Shaky because he shook. But like a pretty apt fucking name, really. But he was addicted to pills, Shaky, but like not specific pills. Like you go to the pub and like just like you'd be like, oh, can I have one of them? Sort of thing, like different people at the bar. Like old Bill's heart medication sort of thing. He's just constant. Yeah, I just heard his name was Keith, so Yeah. But anyway, I'm Lachlan. Fucking great. As you can tell by that fantastically fucking awkward exchange, I'm probably on the spectrum. I don't know which spectrum. I got into an argument with a friend of mine the other day about it. I say the other day, I've done this bit before, so a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, we got into an argument about it. But she's like, I think you're on the spectrum. I said, like, which spectrum are you talking about? There are a couple. She's like, I don't know. Are you on the spectrum? Because I got mad because it's such a dehumanizing way of reducing someone's like fundamental like characteristics into just like a bullshit like piece of terminology. So I was like feeling kind of hurt about it and stuff. And I said all that to her. I said to her like, you're reducing me right now. This is horrible. She said, yeah, you're probably on the spectrum. Is it fucking gay rage or retard rage? I have no idea. Like, you've got to tell me, please. Like, probably both, really. Who knows? Just one of them. Anyway, I'm really like mildly into the footy. That's like the footy. Like casually into the footy. Like it's, I like to go up to this guy. Fucking gets it. You're not a loyal guy, are you? That's it. What's on your beanie? Is that a footy? Is that? No, it's not. Okay, different. That's not what I'm talking about. But there's like a reverence for the footy, like people in Australia have, or most of Australia anyway. So like you can judge people based on how they are at the footy. Like people who leave their team at like 3/4 time when they're losing, when they know they're going to lose, the same sort of people that are going to leave when you get cancer. Sort of thing. It's like, West Coast Eagles are down like, 70 points 3/4 time, better leave. Timmy's last chemo didn't go great. Fucking straight out here. Yeah, like my favourite player got traded, so I'm not following him anymore. It's the same as like, Joel lost his leg to diabetes. I should do that one before the cancer one, shouldn't I? It's probably a bit better. Oh fuck, this is a new one. I just wrote on my hand, Pawn's trans rifle. You guys are in for a treat. I'm looking at most of you all masturbate. You all, yeah. Don't put your hand. I know all of them. I'm not even going to ask who masturbates. Like all of you. You're all dirty wankers. All of you. Yeah. We all masturbate. It's natural, isn't it? Everyone, but like most of you watch porn. I'm guessing when you masturbate, don't you? You watch porn? This guy fucking loves it. You got an old stash, yeah? You got like dad's stash. Father-son bonding time, great. But no, like you get to some really weird places when you're like watching porn. Yeah, like you like go down a fucking rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole, it really is. And like I was just like wanking for like half an hour once. Like ladies, ooh. Lasts a while this one. No, I was wanking for like half an hour, but more like frustrated, not great, just like trying to get there. And I was just like, I got to a point where I had to stop and I was just like watching different random porn videos. And there was one of a trans lady standing up, rifle spinning. She was practicing like spinning a rifle around, like fuck, I have no props. I should have thought of this before I came up. So sit around. She was rifle spinning it, and it finishes with her fucking just like smacking herself in the knackers with the butt of the rifle at full tilt by accident. Fuck, I came buckets. Oh, it was great. But you don't think those two communities would really intersect, do you? You don't think of the trans folk of the world being really into militaria. At least I don't. Who knows? World War III is going to be fought between fucking... I don't know her name. It's like, hey, oh yeah. Like porn. Yeah. There we go. I got out of a really long-term relationship like 6 months ago. Now I'm wanking for half an hour. It's that's probably why. I'm just frustrated with my taste, yeah, I got out of it. And like we're friendly and stuff, but like there are like weird pangs of jealousy you get when they're mentioned or like we share a group of friends. It's fucking horrible. I thought I was over all that, but I was scrolling down my Facebook feed and one of her friends tagged her in a meme that was, you pee a lot because you got a big dick. Yeah. So in my head, I just saw her name and Dick next to it. I'm like, who's she fucking? I need to know, right? Who's she? And then it dawned on me that she just pees a lot. I just remember from her relationship, she just pisses herself constantly. It was fucking horrible. She really did. It was bad. It was a problem. She went to bed a couple of times. It was... I shat the bed just then. Fuck. Oh, my handwriting's horrific. You guys like, you go out, do things, yeah? Go for a drink. You go for a drink occasionally. Go to places. What's your favorite place? No, it's not. This is not your favorite place. This is no one's favorite place. This is that cat that's fucking always his favorite place. this stage smells like it as well. Horrible. Like people go out horny though. It's like you will go out horny, like trying to like fuck someone or like do something. Yeah, we all do it. You've done it. You're doing it right now. No. See you later. No, we all go out horny, and like it's the same. It's what we learn as children. Is you're not meant to like go shopping when you're hungry, are you? But you all go out, and like the worst part of that is realizing that you're not the person shopping as such. You are the food. You're that fucked up, decompressed packet of Smith's chips that's in the discount bin, sitting at the bar. It's that same thing. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. Anyway, I'm Lachlan. Thanks.
Okay. Nice thing. Yeah, we have a very special guest coming up next. Are you all ready to be inspired?
Yeah.
Are you ready to improve your lives? Clearly not. You're fucking here. Solid choice, everyone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, shit on your own room. Inspiration. Life. Love. Cocaine.
Yeah.
Mary had a little lamb. All of those things. Let me introduce the life coach, Lorenzo Lorano.
That balloon is a representation of you. You. Each and every one of you. It is a metaphor for life. For all the things that we take in and deflates us in the end. I am here to tell you things. Things that I know. Things that will change your lives forever. Fear. Fear is the number one thing that holds us back in life. It is almost as scary as seeing how much will be taxed by the end of the week. But I like tax. Fear is not real. It is a byproduct of our imagination. A battle between right and wrong, good and evil, vegans and everybody else. But what if I told you that there was a way to block this from entering our minds? Now that you have blocked fears from entering yourself, it's time for some self-motivation. You want to work out? Yeah! Lose some weight! Gain some muscles in the not easy. 2 words, people. 2 words. Gym membership. And once you're in there, you gotta start working out. And you can't just work out on the bikes and CrossFit all day. You gotta work out your head. Shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. Listen, people. Listen with your ears. Eyes. Mouth and nose. Work out with those heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Knees and toes. But it ain't always gonna be about sunshine and rainbow, people. It ain't always gonna be. There's days where it's gonna be cold, dark and stormy. And in those cold, dark and stormy nights, on your lonesome, like this motherfucker over here, you gotta ask yourself, what should I do? What should I do? Stay at home, Netflix and chill. And for the boys, Pornhub. So when you go home tonight and you're nice, comfortable, posture-fitted bed, look yourself in the mirror, people. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, who am I? What am I doing here? If the answer doesn't come to you, call 000. You have been drugged. You are not at your house. Run for your life. I will leave you with something here. Something that you can use for the rest of your life. A life hack. If you're ever feeling doubtful, unsure, or maybe even a little bit insecure. More cocaine? No. Take a look around your surroundings. Take a look around your surroundings. And if you see something wrong in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Yeah, 000. You guys are rolling. Cut the music. You guys take one look at me, yeah? And I know what you guys are all thinking, apart from the drugs. Take the shit off. See that? Gangster. This guy knows. He's like, yeah. I know what you guys are all thinking. That guy definitely plays basketball. And yes, I did. Yes, I did. And no, I was not the ball. I was the groupie. I love them balls. Ah! I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I gotta stop picking on you. I'm actually married. That was a joke. I'm married. Sorry, fellas. Yeah? I got a wife. And my wife, see you guys. She's, oh, nice. My wife, she's taller than me. 6 foot! And I think that is fantastic. Because she makes me feel like a kid again. She's not a pedophile, no. She just really likes the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm her little Hershey. That's how it is. And she's also a very strong woman, you know. 2020, you know, mentally, physically, you know, which is also an amazing thing. You know why? She gets to pick me up if I want to get things from high places. That way I can say, I got myself. You know? Teamwork, baby, teamwork. Kobe, rest in peace. Rest in peace, bro. I'm also not afraid to say that she is the muscle of the relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, she is. Let's say you, bro. Let's say you. I don't know why. Let's say you wanted to fight me in the streets. Yeah? I don't know why, like I say, you might be jealous because I got a tall wife. I got drugs on me. I'm a life coach and everything else. You might be like, what's up, little boy? I'm gonna fuck you up. I'd be like, yeah? Yeah, bitch? You went right here, I'm getting my wife, and she'll turn up, man. She's Japanese. Slice you up into little pieces, like sushi. Pop, 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 pop. Feed you to me. You'll be yum yum in my tum tum. Check you out. So like I said, we work as a team. And as a team, the way I come in as a team player is I try to teach her basic English. You know, she's from Japan, her English isn't the best. So I try to teach her, for example, small cat, kitten, small dog, puppy, small human. She puts me and she goes, midgets. I let that one slide. She's stronger than me. I headbutt her once and went, ugh. She goes, ah, my knee. She learns her lesson, tell you what. Walk with her for a week. I used to work in a chocolate factory. That's no joke. I used to work for Live Chocolate. And one evening, I was closing up. Behind the counter, you can still see me. Yeah? And this drunk person walks in and starts singing. Oompa, loompa, I've got another order for you. It was my wife. I said, babe, was that because I injured your knee? And I said, babe, you do know that we have a son together, and we do, got a 1-year-old son. And I said, he's probably going to be short, just like his daddy. She turns to me, looks me dead serious in the eyes, and she goes, no, he won't. Now, I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. 10 years later, my son's now taller than me, and he's black. I'm just kidding. He's only half black, half Japanese. In fact, he's here in the crowd, supporting me. Please, ladies and gentlemen, my son. I love you, son! Who's your daddy? Thank you for abusing me, guys. You guys have been amazing. Lorenzo and Rama.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lorenzo. And I'd like to introduce our next act. Lorenzo's baby daddy, AKWASI OSEI TUTU.
Oh, I can see that coming from a mile. A couple of years ago, the Nationals political party got rid of their leader, Barnaby Joyce. I don't know if you guys remember that. And that was because he was having a baby with his girlfriend, who he worked with, when he had a wife at home. Just a couple of days ago, what was he doing? He was trying to win back his old job. And I'm sitting there thinking, what, did a baby die or something? What the fuck? Keep walking, son. That dude is not a pretty man. Like, he had a wife and a side chick. That guy gives me hope. I look at him and think, oh, I'm fucking everyone. Man, you know, he looks like when a woman gets up off a chair, he looks like a dude that should be sniffing a chair. Like, he's fucking looking at it. Anyway, my name's AKWASI. I'm from Ghana, which is in West Africa. I was born in the UK, and I live in Melbourne. You And when people ask me where I'm from, I always say Ghana, West Africa. Because I know not everyone knows where Ghana is, but some people, get all antsy about it. I know where Ghana is. You have to say West Africa, I know where it is. It's like, calm down. If I pointed to South Africa on the map, you probably still wouldn't find it, okay? Chill. And, I've got a few different personalities because of that. I've got a British personality that's very calm, very relaxed. I've got the Ghanaian personality that is very, very educational. Just wants to study all the time, always wants to learn. And the Aussie personality just takes no crap whatsoever. When we first moved to Australia, I had people walking up to me asking me ridiculous questions. So why did you and your family move all the way from Ghana? And the British part of me is like, it's alright, don't get mad. This geezer, just wants to get to know you. The Ghanaian part of me is like, just tell this idiot to pick up a history book and you'll see what his people did to our people, and that's why we're here. And the Aussie personality is like, just tell this wanker to get fucked. The British part of me doesn't say much because he knows that it's in his nature to try to colonize the Ghanaian and Australian. Are you British? So, the Aussie part of me, right, is very naive. The Ghanaian part of me is very suspicious of everyone. And very recently, I was in Perth. I had a show in Perth, and what I like to do prior to each of my shows is I like to stand in the middle of an empty park during the day. I'll hold a drink bottle as a makeshift mic. And I'll stand during the day and I'll rehearse some of my lines throughout the day. So this particular morning, I'm in the middle of an empty park, 10 a.m. in the morning, no one around me, standing on the cricket pitch. It's a very big park. And then at 20 minutes into my set, I realize I see a police car just drive by. Obviously don't think much of it. And then these motherfuckers do a U-turn. And straight away, the Aussie part of me, the naive part of me is like, oh shit, I hope the people across the road are okay. Straight away, the Ghanaian part of me is like, you simple bastard. We are the only ones here. You know they are coming for us. So the police get out of their car, male and female cop. They vanish out of sight and all of a sudden come through the bushes towards me, looking like one of those horror movies. Have you ever seen Terminator 2 when the bad dude comes through the metal? They just came through the bushes, hands by their side. And as soon as they started walking towards me, the Ghanaian part of me is like, slowly started turning around. And then he was like, oh, you know what? Let's just run. They cannot catch us. And the Aussie was like, yeah, good luck trying to outrun a bullet, idiot. So as the police get closer, the Aussie part of me is like, you know what? We're going to take charge. We're going to be the ones speaking to the cops, okay? Because we can't have crazy Ghanaian AKWASI speaking with the cops, because this might end up horribly. The cops get close, and then all of a sudden, Ghanaian AKWASI panics. He takes over, and he does something that kind of diffuses the situation. As soon as the policeman was about to say something, Ghanaian AKWASI was like, the cop was like, dude, calm down, relax. And he tells me that apparently one of the neighbors called and said there was a black man in the middle of a park talking to himself. And that's why they were there. And my personalities, when they communicate with each other, it's internal. They don't say anything out loud, but for some fucked up reason, Ghanaian AKWASI just thought it would be a great time to introduce the calm British AKWASI. And instead of saying it internally, he yelled it out. He said, colonizer, colonizer, we need you. So I'm from Ghana, West Africa. One difficult thing about stand-up comedy is remembering new jokes. Okay? But first of all, I gotta get something off my chest. I'm getting sick and tired of a lot of the white stand-up comedians with how they remember jokes. Because before they jump on stage, they write their jokes on their hands. If I wanted to do that, sir, I'll have to use chalk. It's really inconsiderate. Like, they don't think about my feelings at all. That's like hanging out with your friend who's permanently in a wheelchair and being like, "Whoo, man, I love having legs. Like, this is great." It's like, yo, don't be a dick. Be a dick. 2019 was a year of change for me. One of the things that I changed was my name. I changed my name. I legally changed my name from Albert to AKWASI. Come in. These my family, my brothers. This is Obi, Kofi, and Kwame. I need family support. So like I said, 2019 was a year of change for me. One of the things that I changed was my name. I'm from Ghana, which is in West Africa, like I said. Most Ghanaians have two names. We have a Western name and a Ghanaian name. I legally changed my name from Albert to AKWASI. Albert means noble and bright. AKWASI simply means that I was born on a Sunday. My brother's name is Kwame, that means that he was born on Saturday. One of my sisters is called Abena, that means that she was born on a Tuesday. One of my other sisters is called Ikia, that means that she was born on a Wednesday. As you can tell, my ancestors could not be bothered giving us unique names. You know, someone that gave birth to a baby in the village, like, oh, cute baby, what are we going to call this baby? And the chief was like, what day is it today? Monday, okay, we shall call this baby Monday. We shall call this one Tuesday and this one Wednesday. You know, we even name our pets by the month that we got our pet in. I'm only kidding, we don't have pets. There's no such thing as a pet goat in Ghana. A goat in Ghana is basically just a potential meal. When we see a goat eating our crops, we don't get mad for too long. We just look at the goat like, okay, all right. We basically look at the goat the same way that people looked at Bill Cosby when all those rape allegations were hanging over his head. Because we're like, ho ho, your days are numbered. I'm trying to think of the very last thing that I wanted to try out. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Yes, all right. So, like I said, I was in Western Australia, and Western Australia has fantastic beaches. Beautiful spots. And with beaches, you get a lot of sharks. And I realized the other day, I had an epiphany. I was like, oh shit, black people and sharks have a lot in common. We are basically family. It kind of popped in my head. I was like, oh. Because, you know, both of us, people have a preconceived idea of who we are. Or who both of us are, right? And people tend to spread vicious and untrue rumors about both of us all the time. People are scared of us for no goddamn reason. So if you think about it, sharks are the niggas of the sea. Guys, my name's AKWASI. Thanks for listening.
Keep going for AKWASI, everybody.
That was amazing, right? I'm not going to take that last joke up, I'm going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Let's talk about suicide some more, yeah? Who is the best group of people that kill themselves? Sure. I kind of want that to play on this bit now, but yeah, Lorenzo, who do you reckon the best dudes that kill themselves are?
The best what?
The best group of people that are killing themselves.
Japanese.
Whites.
Whites? Yeah, you're close.
The best at it?
The best at it, yeah.
The best at it? Japanese. Japanese.
Facts, they're true, it's efficient.
Muslims.
Some, yes. Also very efficient. No, I think it is country Australian dudes. They They never fuck it up. Always nail it first shot. Danny Frawley.
That's true.
Anyone know Danny Frawley? Oh, good. That's exactly what I want. Oh, no. Danny Frawley, if you don't know, he's a football player from the 80s and 90s, and he committed suicide last year. He drove his ute about 130 kilometres an hour. Centimetre perfect driver's side door in a tree. No margin for error, instantly death. Danny Frawley played 250 games in the AFL. He only kicked 13 goals. But that last one, straight through the fucking middle. Yeah. Our country doesn't fuck around. City guys, you know, they're like, ooh, you get in the bath, put Lizzo on, fucking cutting their wrists up. Oh, Francois, take me to emergency. No, country dude. You get his fucking Hilux, you drove it off an 80-foot cliff and turned that fucking driver's cabin to a pancake. I'm fucking this up and getting it right the first time. Because he doesn't have to go to the pub on Sunday and be like, yeah, fuck the pub. I'll leave you with this last one anecdote about country dudes committed suicide and how they, like, their commitment to not fucking it up, right? It's a true story. A mate of mine, his dad decided to commit suicide. And the way he chose to do it was he went into the shed, he grabbed the Husqvarna, he bolted it into the bench vise, he turned the chainsaw on and made sure it stayed on, and then he leant into it. That takes commitment. None of you fucking city cunts have got the balls to do that shit. Yeah, that's right, he cut his fucking head off with a chainsaw, cunts. Alright, now that you all feel uncomfortable, I'm ready for our next step. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Richard Meneses.
Thank you, Joel, for such a warm introduction. What's going on, everybody? It's Richard. I've been in Australia now for 7 months. I love it here, man. You know, I got the haircut, listen to all the music. I swear, I love Aussie culture so much, I'm probably going to name my kids after traditional Australian names, you know? First 2 kids, boy or girl, gonna name them Methany, Tedamina. That's what I'm gonna do. And some guy was telling me, he's like, oh, mate, we got the best ice here in Australia. And I was like, nah, man, I'm from Canada. We invented that shit. It's true, we got heaps of snow. But I'm from Toronto, Ontario. It's a very multicultural city, you know. Probably looking at me and wondering what my background is. I'm in fact half Colombian and half Scottish-Irish. So I come from a long line of cocaine addiction and suppressed emotions. It's true. If you look at my family tree, on one side, it's just a dime bag of blow. On the other side, it's a leprechaun with seasonal depression. You know, take what you can get, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm a backpacker here on the 417 visa, and I've been living the hostel life. You know, so I've been in hostels now for around 7 months now, and it's too long, you know, because like at this point, I've got so much insight on hostels, I could probably write my own line of hostel-themed adult entertainment, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to launch my website tonight. I'm going to call it bangbunk.com, you know? Something like that. It's going to be great, you know? We're going to host a flurry of titles, you know, stuff like Fuck Me on the Free Food Shelf, Nail Me to the Job Board, Get on Top of the Bottom Bunk, you know? Something like that. And get on top of the bottom bunk too. All squeak, no sleep. So, you know, there's a lot of avenue for potential, I reckon. But a lot of people ask me what's the difference between like Australia and Canada. And for the most part, there isn't really that big of a difference aside from like the weather and a couple minor things. But one thing that we have that you guys don't have yet is legalized weed. And I'm here to tell you, you have not lived until you have smoked weed with one of your parents. Okay, because like smoking weed with your boys is fun, right? You know, you do dumb shit with your boys. But smoking weed with someone like your dad, that's next level. Because your dad is the only person that'll beat the shit out of you. Because he loves you. You know what I mean? Like, he loves you so, like, you're not gonna get the wooden spoon from your boys, you know? And like, to share something so like magical as smoking weed with someone who cares is wonderful. And you gotta understand, my dad's a no-nonsense guy, right? Grew up in Colombia, moved to Canada when he was just a kid, had to learn 2 new languages, faced racism from the French, which is a thing apparently. And so, it's so like, you gotta understand, this guy scared the shit out of me growing up, right? And yet here he is, coming up to me, hat in hand, asking me for weed, right? So why not take the opportunity to fuck with him, just a little bit, you know? I remember he came up to me, he's like, Richard, as you know, government is legalizing marijuana in a month, and I've had issues with sleeping, and I was wondering if you could maybe help me out. And I was like, shit, Dad, I got some weed on me right now. We can smoke up tonight. And he's like, oh, you have illegal drugs on you? I was like, yeah, I pre-ordered it. I don't know. I'm a stoner, not an improv comic. It's like, you can't pre-order drugs from the government. I was like, look, you want to get high tonight or not, Dad? All right? I'm hustling my dad like a drug dealer, you know? All that shit I learned in high school is actually paying off, you know? So yeah, we proceeded to smoke weed and watch Netflix all night. It's great. Got a boomer to smoke weed. Doing my part. No, just thought. Smoke a lot of weed. Yeah, so I'm a backpacker. You gotta work all those shitty jobs, you know? I had a job for a month doing canvassing. I was selling solar door to door. And that was really shit. It was pretty cool because for a little bit I was able to refer to myself as a backpacking, knock-knock, joke-telling. I forgot the last version of that one, but it's all right. We'll keep going. Keep moving on, sir. You're fucking loving this, sir. You're the only one that's laughing right now, and I appreciate that. The rest of you, I get it. Bear with me. Even that guy's in a fucking rush to get the hell out of here. Ah, fuck it. Just jokes, you know? Just jokes. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. How are you doing today, man? Good. You look like you just came from a run.
I did.
Nice. I'm assuming that's wine-flavored Gatorade you got there?
Absolutely.
You can't fool me. Is that an accent I hear? Are you Canadian, American?
No. Very Australian. Sorry.
Fair enough. That's my observational skills right there. Not only can I not do well on stage, but I can point out a faulty accent. Straight to the top, folks. Straight to the fucking top. All right, let's see what I got here. Oh, this is new, but you haven't heard this one yet. So the coronavirus, eh? I know. Yeah, so the coronavirus is out, and honestly, I'm not that worried. I'm here to tell you, you guys aren't, no one's going to die here, okay? Like, it's just the next disease we're all afraid of for a couple months, and then everything goes back to normal, right? Because if you look at the past, it was the swine flu, before that it was Ebola, and before that it was fucking anthrax, and then before that it was rock and roll, and then before that it was saber-toothed tigers. So like I'm not worried. Joel, I should have stuck with the theme of suicide jokes, because I am fucking dying over here. I'm glad this is being recorded. Do you love it when you show up to a gig and they're actually doing like video recording and you're doing terrible? I don't know why I looked at you, sir. You're doing wonderful. I should be looking more into the man in the mirror right now. Fuck, that's a cool light. What about that, huh? You got 3 different shades of red and then blue. Like, what's going on here? Is there a theme here? Am I missing out on, no? Oh, I'm really dying. I'm fucking looking for anything? Lights? Why are there so many knobs? Just out of curiosity. There's like 100 different knobs up here. Like, don't you need one? Like the volume? Joel? Fuck it, Joel.
Would you like another light?
Yeah. That's an inside joke. That's another way of saying get the fuck off stage. But I'll do one more joke, and we'll see how it goes. But keeping on the theme of the end of time, it's 2020 now, and it's the future is now, okay? Because like the other day I was on the internet and I came across this website called WillRobotsTakeMyJob.com. Now this is a real site, and what you do is you punch in an occupation and it gives you a percentage out of 100 whether or not artificial intelligence will make that job obsolete towards humans in the next 15 years, you know? And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not that worried, because I got this right here, you know? Because that's one title AI won't take away from me. It's disappointment to my parents. Alright, well that's as good as it's gonna get. Thank you very much, guys.
Give it up for Richard Meneses, everyone. Okay, so I will answer a few of your questions, Richard. It's the reason there's so many knobs on it, it's a mixing desk. If you just had volume, you could. Anyway. Yeah. Now, it was interesting that he brought up coronavirus, don't you think? Because our next act, ladies and gentlemen, her!
Don't worry, I'm not infected. Just got here. So intense, everybody. I sneezed on the tram today. My colleague, it was really terrible. I was like, easy. You're not gonna get my CD, okay? It's not airborne. Use your protection. Are you guys enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah.
So good. I'm so aroused by Richard said, you know, my nipples are hard. So cold here. Natural reaction to all of the things here. So fun. Actually, my name is He. It's spelled as H-E. It's very easy name, 2 letters, He, right? Very easy for me to pronounce it, but I always get people who are intimidated to pronounce my name. One time I was at the bar, and then this is the beautiful that came up to me and said, "Hello, miss, what's your name?" I said, I told him my name is He, spelled as H-E. And he was like, "Nice to meet you, ho." So, whoa, excuse me, sir, I'm not a ho. That's my cousin. She's a ho. Her mom is a ho. Her dad is a ho. All her family is a ho. You know? It's like, ho, 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 Christmas is here. It's getting some time, right? I was made in China. That's very good. I'm like a coronavirus. But I got here like a while ago. It's okay. It's okay. You can laugh about it. It's okay. There's something funny about every disease, right? Every outbreak. But I'm like 30 years old. I am single. Other than I'm not infected, I am pretty desperate. You know. What's worse, like my parents are pretty desperate as well. You know, for them, for all Asian parents, I am liability, you know. It's like I'm a sugar baby for my whole life. They're so desperate to push me, like to transfer me out. But I know my friends, they're married, but they're not happily married. The other day I was talking to my friend, like we were chatting, having wine, and she was complaining to me like how bad, she was like regretting had married. It's like she's like, oh, I wish I hadn't married, hadn't had kids. My life would be so much better, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, are you fucking serious, mom? No wonder I'm not married. That's the problem. It's the root cause, you know. It's so sad. It's so sad. I didn't know the people are so, you know, anti-Chinese nowadays. They'd be like, fuck Chinese, they're dirty. And in China, they'll be like, fuck Wuhan people, they're dirty. We just stop fucking each other, okay? Like, I didn't know Chinese are not cool until I came here. Because like, I'm from a small town, like in Southwest. In China, right? Because my hometown people will always got teased by people from Beijing or Shanghai saying that our Mandarin is not proper, you know, that you are not cool. So when I came here, I was like, oh, we are not cool together, you know. What a self-confidence booster. Let's do it. Let's do this together. You know, like I found out not only Chinese are not cool, people who are learning Chinese are not cool. Oh, right? if you go to like any Australian campus and you go to like not Asian, densely populated campus, you go to their Spring Festival or Chinese New Year Festival, you always see those malnourished white guys with big glasses and came up to you like, ni hao. Fuck off, loser. Like, not only you guys are mocking us Chinese, even North Koreans, they're mocking us. Jesus, I went to North Korea last year. Our tour guide was like, oh, you China don't have our as pure communism as we do. Like, I wish you didn't, we need food to be nourished, I guess. It's so fucked up everywhere. It's okay though, it's okay. But I wish you guys, if you want to say Chinese are cool or you hate Chinese, well, I understand that. But be more specific, Like show us you know something, knowledgeable races, It's like Chinese are fuck Chinese. No, fuck Chinese who are rich, corrupted, manipulated, and asshole, right? I hate them too. I'm too poor to be on their side, And fuck you guys too, I'm with you. Fuck you guys, check up the property price. I cannot afford a house here. Fuck you, right? Get off this land. It's not my country. Wow, get off. Rent is too expensive for me. I hate you guys. It's funny. I'm learning English, so English is not my native language. And I found it's very interesting that Chinese and English are so different. Like, I like how Chinese and how English, people who only speak English curse. Like, trash talk, cunt, blowjob. Like, why you call blowjob, It's not blowing, Jesus. It's sucking job, It's like sock job. Be more accurate, it's confusing as shit, Why he's not enjoying it? I am blowing really hard. Nagging and why are you not enjoying this? Sucking job, And then I curse. I think you guys are well mannered in front of your kids. If my parents they curse, they just say fuck, in Chinese we talk, right? And I saw this Australian hot dad. I follow him around with his baby, and he was about to curse. Something tragic happened to him, And he saw his baby. I was like, F-U-C-K. I was like, that is so hot and so cute, right? Like you spelled it out because your kid's there. It's well mannered, right? And I cannot help thinking about how my dad would react. If he saw me there, he'd be like, oh, who is here? Vertical strokes, horizontal strokes, slant strokes, strokes and strokes. You don't know whether he's playing Tai Chi or actually he's cursing. You see all those grandmas and they're playing Tai Chi in the park. They probably curse at you. Fuck you, Jennifer. This is not real sport. They're looking at weirdos and little strokes. But I love my experience so far here in Melbourne. I just moved here. I'm desperate, so I walk around a little bit, trying to find a mating partner. It's so sad. I love the tram, especially. I take the tram to St. Kilda all the time, but it's a beautiful route. Okay, a lot of backpackers and homeless people. I love to have the conversation, but I'm a little bit scared about the meth addicts. It's so weird. They just pop up from random stops. They say hi to their friends on the tram. I said, oh wow, that's so scary. And I try to avoid eye contact with them because I'm so afraid that I might fall in love with them. Those cascading curly hair, penetrating eyes, sexy but confusing as fuck tattoos. It's so free spirit. It's all the things my parents hate. And I was like, what if they want me to start family with them outside 7-Eleven, I'm not ready for that shit, you know? It's too early to settle down. Okay, I think that's my set. Surprisingly. Yeah, all my jokes, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's all over. It's over now. Thank you guys.
Hi, everybody. Just want to talk to you really quickly about generational racism. You know, like the way it works, if your nan was a racist and your mum was a racist, like you'll probably be a racist too. Like that's what happened to you, right, Keith? Yeah. I was lucky. My dad wasn't a racist. He just really hated horses. Fuck horses. Let me paint you a picture. 1977, my dad's driving his brand new Ford XC Falcon through the countryside. Fucking, it's beautiful. It's got body kit on it, blue and white racing stripes. He's got canned heat on the 8-track as he drives through, and then all of a sudden, fucking Maccabi Diva walks out in front of the road and totals the car. So since that day in 1977, Pier's family has a strong belief that horses are fucked. Fuck them. I hate them. Right, you're not with me. Let me explain how much I hate horses. I watch the Melbourne Cup the way people watch motorsport, for the crashes. They're renowned naysayers. Yeah, there it is. You know, they're always looking down their nose at you. They say you can't lead a horse to water. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I tried. Drowned 6 of the cunts. And then I thought, oh, that didn't work, so I put like a cloth over their face and tried to fucking get the water in that way. 8 more horses. I like wasting glue, just because fuck horses. Do you know how they make cane sugar white? They filter it through horse bones. That's real. That's how they make gummy bears. I love gummy bears. You ever heard the one horse walks into a bar? The bartender's like, why the fuck are you in here again? You make everyone feel uncomfortable. Your dick is out. Your dick is out, your horse get the fuck out of the bar. Fuck horses. I don't even want my daughter riding horses. I mean, unless the horse is like really successful, makes lots of money. The colour of the horse doesn't matter. I don't know if you remember the start of the video, about generational racism. Yeah, oh, yeah. That's exactly what you want. When you explain the joke, and it's like, oh, it's still shit. No, even after you explained it, it's still a shit joke. Fucking killed a pony club. That's alright. I promise I'll do more relatable material. It won't be all killing horses and suicide. Anyway, I think it's time for our next act. You agree? Yeah. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome for our man, AJ. HUANG.
What are you, a fucking virgin? It's a punchline. Remember that, alright? Right. I'm 6'8". Right? You know what pisses me off? One thing in this fucking world is when a short, little, inexperienced person tell me to wash my head while I'm walking through the door. What the fuck do you know? I got 2 balls. How about you watch your head before I knock you out with my balls? Was a very short argument I had with Peter English. Fun fact, yeah. Fun fact. what is fun about facts? What's fun about learning the truth? Are you a girlfriend, bro? No? Hello, what's your name? I'm Raza. Alright, this is just an example, alright? What if I say, fun facts, last night, exactly at 10:30, I gave you chlamydia. Right? It's not fun. Facts. That is a fact. I think so, I don't know. I'm just gonna read my paper. You don't remember? I don't remember too. I was drunk. Yeah, is anyone here from Darwin or been to Darwin? Alright. Yeah, put my beer down for this one. There's a road, okay, let everybody else listen. There's a road called Dickwood Drive. Right? And it drives into Fanny Bay. Wait for it. Right before the Dick enters the Fanny, there's a sewage plant. This is true story. I'm not fucking making this shit up. And when you drive from someone from out of town, you know, you just sit there in the car. And they're like, oh, fucking stinks, man. Did somebody fart? You're like, no, nobody farted. You're just entering the fucking Fanny. What are you, a fucking bandit? I didn't land right there. You remember that, did you? Okay, anyways, we move on, alright? Delivery. Thanks, mate. I'm gonna write that down so that I can grab it when I go out. The delivery. When I walked in here, I was like, this is the perfect crowd. Anyways, I'm African, as you guys can see. Alright. You guys thought the guy there was black? I'm black. And there's a thing going on here in Melbourne about African gang problems. Is that true or is it a rumor? Because, let me tell you a fun fact. In 1932, right, Australia waged a war against emus. And the fucking birds won. So what is it you guys have, Australia? You scared that us Africans are gonna fucking team up with fucking emus and fuck this shit up? So just welcome us with open hands and shit will be good. Because you know what? We're gonna send the emus in the front line and they're gonna fuck shit up. They ain't got no hands, but goddamn can they stomp. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going. Hey, Jack, everybody. And then next night, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Out of Freedom. Make sure you stop tapping while it's on the video.
So I am a virgin. I'm turning 18 soon. And on the tram, on the way here, there was a man that I bumped into that was wearing my bed sheets, and I was afraid I was accidentally going to come on him. Just a fun fact, it's really hard to do 3 things at once when you're crying and wanking. Yep. I'd like to do a little sketch for you, if you don't mind. This is Daniel Day-Lewis as a bicycle. As you can see, my knees were buckling. I am a soy boy. I don't know. I had this American teacher last year. He was in the next room. He was like an English teacher, you know. And he was screaming at these kids. No, he wasn't an English teacher. He was a maths teacher. And he was screaming at these kids. He said, "This is why you don't shoot a baby on the plane." And that's why linear relations is so important. And it was confusing, you know? It was a confusing day after that. And I asked him where he was from. And he said he was from Chicago. And he's like, "Do you know much about Chicago?" I'm like, "No, but I know a lot about the gang violence." Yeah. Sweet. Teenage sex is really difficult. I'm very bad at it. The only thing I can do is read condom expiry dates really well. I can't fuck like Hulk Hogan. So I apologize. Yeah, it's strange, you know, like women expect you to be like the Michael Jordan of sex when you've never even played basketball before. You know, they're like, "Oh, fuck me, choke me, you know, slap me, anti-disestablish me," you know, whatever the fuck. What does that even mean? You know? Like, it's funny, because, like, I still get hard when I hold your hand. Like, this is the level we're at, you know? Fuck, that's my whole set list. I just did that too quickly. I just came too quickly. I'm going to Adelaide soon. Who's afraid of flying? Yeah. Yeah. You're a bunch of cowards. Admit you're afraid of death. You're afraid of death. Yeah, you're afraid of death. I'm afraid of flying. You know, I feel like a whole generation of kids were like traumatized by like airplane crash investigations. You know, they stayed up way too late watching TV. Now they have PTSD of like drunk pilots and oxygen masks and like shrimp. I feel especially bad for people that take flights and take Valium before flights and then their plane crashes. You know what I mean? Because they felt so calm. They felt really calm about that flight. You know, now they're just in pieces. Like the Valium they cut up half with their boyfriend who gets nervous. What else can I talk about? I have a couple more gems and then I'll leave you, like everyone else. I get really bad secondhand anxiety, like really bad. I was watching these YouTube videos about the Nixon Watergate thing that happened a few years ago in the 70s. And I got secondhand anxiety. I pretended I was one of Nixon's children. And like I just thought about how anxious I would feel in that situation. Like my father went into a building and stole documents, and now no one likes him, and no one's gonna like me. And I had a panic attack at work about it. I work at a children's hospital now as a barista. Fuck you. As a barista. It gets worse. There was this kid in a wheelchair, and he came up to me and said, "Do you have any Blue Heaven milkshakes?" I said, "We don't have Blue Heaven milkshakes. I apologize. We have chocolate, strawberry, caramel, vanilla, and milk." And then the kid got so angry, he tried to like fucking hit me with the wheelchair. Like he tried to roll over my foot with the wheelchair. And so I got so mad, you know, I got really angry, but how can you scream at a kid in a wheelchair? You know, I felt really bad. So I said I'd just stop him in his tracks. So I put his brakes on, and he was there for an hour. His mom came to pick him up. She was really angry at me. That's been my set. You can look me up. My name's Adam, I think. Freedom. I'm not free.
Give it up for the wonderful Adam Freedom. 17 fucking years old. This cunt just finished high school. You know, that's impressive. Give him another round of applause. Keep that round of applause going for our next act, the wonderful Head to John.
Hey, what's up? I'm Heather. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she and her, but my preferred pronouns are like babe or beautiful or lovely. So if you'd use those, I would prefer that. I'm also 20 weeks sober from drugs and alcohol. Some of the people in the room might relate to this actually, but like when you just use drugs all the time, you just get yourself into situations you don't want to be in, you know? Like, I don't know if anyone here can relate, but have you ever been in an apartment with like a 45-year-old professor? And his like 25-year-old girlfriend, and they have a bag of coke? And they're like, do the coke with us. You do the coke with them, and you immediately regret it. Because none of you can come. Yeah? Do you know? Do any of you know? I am bisexual, so hi everyone. Not the comedians. But I prefer women though, because like lesbian flirting is like the hottest kind of flirting. It's like, will we ever touch? And you move in together, and like you're just sending each other pictures of like your hands into it, in it, which is a lesbian dick pic. Because of the thing. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I do fucking do that. Sometimes I do fuck a straight dude, because sometimes I want to be fucked poorly. Like, sometimes I want to be fucked in a way that's like not about me at all, so I have ego and shit. Like being fucked by someone who's never been penetrated just feels like self-harm to me. Yeah. I was like pretty worried about like seeing dudes coming out as a trans girl. Not because of the murders or anything. Just because like, I don't know if you know this, but like gay men don't like women, like sexually and like a bit personally as well. But it turns out that straight boys are obsessed with dicks. Straight boys love dicks. They love talking about dicks. I do stand-up comedy. Straight boys love talking about dicks. They love like drawing dicks. They love touching their own dick. They love touching other people's dicks. Like I went to an old boys' school and there was a game called sack whacking where dudes would try and punch each other in the dick. You know, yeah. Like you want to touch it so bad, but it's be violent. It's like no homo or whatever. It's fucking wild. It's good for me though, because I'm a chick with a dick. It's good for business. Speaking of business, I do porn. I kind of just want to talk about that for a bit. I do porn. I'm not sure if that's surprising to anyone. I told a friend of mine that, and she was like, "You aren't charging dudes for that?" I was like, "Fuck, you've been making money this whole time." I have this porn concept. That's like, because like transgender was the most popular porn category in like 2015, as like many of the men know. Thanks, Caitlin. But now it's like interracial gangbang and incest. Like stepmom, you're just nodding at the back, yeah. And I'm like a goth, so I have this porn concept that's like trans, goth, interracial gangbang, and incest. It's me getting fucked by a group of black stepbrothers, and it's called Welcome to the Black Parade. I think I'm like genuinely gonna make that. It's pretty sick. I shot porn with this dude the other day, Taylor. Like the nicest boys I've ever met have been in porn. Because like this dude, like, because porn dudes have to do like heaps of shit, including like get hard just like that. And we would just like chat, like we just were shooting in a motel. And like we just kept chatting, and like he was a lovely guy. So like I kept being like, do you want to like crack on? Should I suck your dick or something? He was like, oh shit, I better get hard. Like, but he had just been fisted by a dominatrix, and he was like, it's really changed the way that I penetrate women. It's like, it's really vulnerable. I'm like, yeah, man. I kind of think that all straight dudes should get fisted. Not by me, I don't want to do it. But like, But then yeah, he was like, how should we finish? And I was like, I don't know, like I don't want to wash my hair, so like avoid this area. And he was like, what if I just come around you and jerk off on you like a creep? I was like, yeah, jerk off on me like a creep, that'd be fun. I shot porn the other day, it was like a solo scene, a lesbian director. And she was like, the kitchen's got really nice lighting, so I'll just go out and buy some vegetables, and we'll use those. And then she was like, how big a cucumber do you want? Just fun porn moments. What else? Yeah, so I don't do drugs anymore, but I did accidentally recently snort something. I recently accidentally snorted cum. Like a dude came on my face and I went, and I had cum drip. It's like coke drip of cum. He was a vegan though, so it wasn't too bad. I did fuck this dude who like got McDonald's. He dropped me home, which is lovely, but he got McDonald's on the way home and he ordered a quarter pounder with 4 extra patties. That's some meaty cum. I don't know where I want to leave it. Okay. I've been trying to like meet more men in bars, but it's kind of hard as a trans girl because like boys are worried that their friends will think they're gay. Dude, it's okay if your friends think you're a little bit gay. It's totally cool. It's 2020. It's cool to be gay now. But I was at this bar and there was 2 dudes hitting on me, and then their friend came up, and then the 2 dudes called me a faggot, and they'd just been hitting on me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I went to my friend June. She's like, what do you want to do? You want to complain or something? I was like, no, let's just go outside, smoke a cigarette, show me I don't give a fuck. So we went outside, and these like 3 boys like were so worried. They got so scared. They're like, shit, these guys don't give a fuck. So they started like wrestling in front of us to prove they weren't gay. And like punching each other in the dicks and being like, we're not gay. I just wanted to call them faggots so bad. I'm allowed. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed. I don't know, cancel me. Okay, last thing. Trans girls can get periods. How fucked up is that? That's like bullshit. I didn't know that going into it. Periods, that's all hormones and stuff. It's like once a month, like my hormones are like, shit, be uterine lining, and I literally can't do that. And I like miss my mom, but I hate my mom at the same time. And I eat a bunch of Snickers bars and shit. And I was talking to like a cis friend of mine, and she's like, you don't bleed though. Like, you don't bleed. And I was like, I do bleed. But that's only because I'm really arrogant when it comes to straight boys and whether they have lube or not. Like, I was fucking this dude. I was fucking the fucking quarter pounder dude. And I was like, do you have any lube? And he spat in his hand. I'm such a cocky bitch, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Bad decision. Bad for my job. Alright, I've been Heather Joan. Thanks so much.
Give it up for Heather, everybody. Yeah, let's keep on holiday. Get their round of applause going. Our next act, Fergus Neal, everyone.
Thanks, Joel. Hey guys, how you doing? Doing well? Joel's my favorite character in 8 Mile. Love that guy. Love that feature film. Listen to Eminem before every gig. Hey guys, all right, yeah. Have you guys heard about Tramboy?
Yeah.
Anybody? Something was an underpublicized story in Melbourne, right? Like 2005, there was a 15-year-old kid who stole a fucking tram, right? He made it 22 kilometers across the city. He's wearing a Eurotram's jacket he designed himself, right? He's picking up passengers, people, right? This kid was out of control, right? Then the only way they stopped him, they had to turn off the electricity to the city. Like we're living in Gotham, right? The fuck? Then the commissioner of the trams, right? This big mustache guy, he's like the fat controller of trams. He comes out to his press conference. He's like, look, we don't condone tram boys' behaviour, but to be honest, that was some of the best goddamn tram driving we've ever seen, right? How he did that 3-point turn, that was magical. He's a hero at the depot. Barry's got a photo of him in his wall. It's weird. Right? Crazy shit, right? Then Tramboy didn't get arrested. He's out there now. He's like 32-year-old dude, right? Tramboy didn't get arrested because the cop who caught him said he's a good kid whose obsession with trans got the better of him. Right? I didn't know you could get up a crime like that, right? By being obsessed. Next time you break the law, just tell him you're obsessed. cares, right? Tell him she'll be okay. I want to meet Tramboy so bad. I want to meet him, talk to him. Can you imagine like when he got home to his parents that night? Like, what the fuck did you do, son? Right? You stole a tram? Jesus Christ. Crazy times. All right. What's happening here? All right. My brother has autism. Most gigs it goes quiet, but okay. Right, like people with autism are really careful, right? So they take what you say very literally. Like my brother was getting defiance at school, like the Geelong Public School, and my mum was like, Toby, before you get angry, why don't you try counting to 10, right? So my brother would count to 10 and then start bashing people. I wasn't sued for the rest of the class. It was the most terrifying countdown clock they'd ever witnessed in their entire lives, right? He's like, 1, 2, holy shit, he's coming! 3, 4, head for the fucking hills! 5, 6, you know how numbers work, right? He's still out there today, he's Tramboy. No, but he'd still be going, they'll see like kids relentless. Alright. Like I worked at like Woolworths when I was 18 years old, right? Like I was there and like old people come in and try and haggle the prices of shit down, right? At the counter. Like this person will come in, she's like, hey Fer, can you like drop these bananas by $3? I'm like, Susie, I can't drop the bananas down. I've got no power, I'm like the lowest run. You know what I mean? I'm on the board of directors. I'm not crazy John, I don't own the company. You're not going to see me on an advertisement. Hey, it's got crazy Ferg here. Come down to crazy Woolworths. Fucking go on bananas down here. We're slashing prices, right? Franco Cosa, you know what? I can't do that. Boy, Susie, you know what I'm saying? Keeps coming in. Susie kept coming in. I've got to a point that the banana just went to town on the banana in front of her. It just destroyed the banana, right? Alright, that bit doesn't end. That's alright. It's a joke. Alright. Well, you guys know you can just go to court and watch. Do you guys know that, right? You can just go and like for pleasure, like it's cheaper than the football, right? You just go down and watch. As long as you got nothing on you, they'll wave you through. Well, I know that because we had to put a restraining order on my cousin, right? Because he thought we stole his van, and then the judge is like you never had a van, right? And then so we were in this court trying to restraining order him. And in the courtroom it was empty, apart from this one 18-year-old kid who was in the fucking gallery watching the trial, right? Well, like, who are you, right? Who is this? Like, it's O.J. Simpson versus the people. Like, who the fuck are you, right? And then, like, when someone would say something good, the kid would be like, ooh. Like, you just get like, what are you doing here, right? Like, do you remember, like, year 11 legal studies, you, like, go, like, to the class and you go to the courts and you'd watch, like, a day at court. Do you remember that, right? We had, like, this kid in the year below us was, like, the psychopath of the year. You guys know the psychopath of the year? Every school had it, right? If you don't know, you were probably him, right? Right? This kid, and we were at the court and, like, watching it. This guy was getting prosecuted, right? He's getting taken down. And so, like, Miss Mackenzie, can we please go watch Brandon represent himself, right? Alright, but it doesn't end well either. It's okay. Tramboy lives on. Alright. So you work it out. Alright. These are just goals and dreams. Alright, we've done Tramboy 25 times. We've done restraining order. We've talked about Byron. Alright. Alright, that might be me done. These are just dreams now at the end. Just write the dreams at the bottom of every joke set. Adam, what's happening here, man? You got school tomorrow. You better get going. That plan's important. Alright. Joel, thanks so much. Have a good night. Thanks so much, Joseph.
Yeah, his brother is autistic. Fuck, I just drew a complete mental blank. I just went off sleeping. Next comedian hates Asians. Ladies and gentlemen, Sal Cesaro. And go.
I wasn't brave enough to say it myself. Thank you, Joel. Oh boy, so I sneezed on a baby. accidentally. I accidentally sneezed on a baby. It happened on a crowded train. And nobody said anything. Like, what kind of a world are we living in? We're not one of those people. Said bless you. Alright. Let's go ahead, Asians are. Oh boy. Alright. So I called my housemate masturbating. I said, stop the car, man. Walk on. Yeah. I spent a year in a Buddhist monastery. And after the first week, they sat me down and they explained how they'd grown so sick and tired of my terrible, relentless puns that they would have to politely ask me to leave. I said namaste. What constitutes an active shooter? Is it squeezing into lycra, wounding one person, and then stopping for a latte and a muffin because you got it? Alright. We'll see about that one. Love what you do, Lorenzo. Fuck me. Alright, so in school I was voted most likely to get molested. There you go. Yeah, which I think was really unfair. Only one teacher voted. Yeah, now, come on now. Come on, that's a joke. That's a joke about the importance of voting. I bet you guys didn't think I was going to get political, huh? Until you got down on this. It's made a reel up in here. So, the other week I told my doctor that I knowingly had sex with somebody with chlamydia. He said, why on earth would you do that? I said, well, I grew up a fat kid. So even now, as an adult, I still live by the 5-second rule. Trust me, you guys, you won't catch it. 5 seconds, in and out. I just blow on and put it back on my pants. Good to go. Trust me. I have glasses. I know a thing or two. Alright? So, this obviously doesn't pay the bills. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have a day job. I work at the Apple store, disappointing people for a living. Yeah, I'm that piece of shit. Takes your fucking money with a smile. Yeah. And working there, you know, all your friends are always asking exactly what you'd think they would ask. When's Apple coming out with the first smart flashlight? And I don't know you guys, they don't tell me stuff like that, I'm not that high up. But they come to me with ideas. Like, dude, it would be great. It'd be like Siri enabled. You'd be like, hey Siri, spit on it. Like they can mold it perfectly, like a cast of Steve Jobs' mouth. So you get to fuck Steve Jobs like he's been fucking like China for the past 30 years. Fantastic. Even great names as well. We're gonna call it the Steve Job. I had a guy come from work to one of the shows. I told that joke, and he came up to me the next day. He said, "Hey man, I really love that joke. In fact, I've actually thought about that before. Got an idea of my own." Yeah, I'm invested too. So let's hear him. And he's like, "Well, what if you got like an iPad cover, right, with handles and a flashlight on the bottom?" It's like, look, man, you've got to understand that these are just jokes. But if we're being real, you replace those handles with pigtails, you might just make it to Sexpo. Mild finish. Thanks a lot.
Give it up for South Sister one more time. Sure. I had a threesome the other day. It was me, my girlfriend, and Raoul from Centrelink. The thing was, Raoul was on speakerphone at the time. And he didn't know he was in the threesome. Fuck Raoul, he works for Centrelink. Yeah, while we were having this threesome, my girlfriend was like, fuck me harder. I'm like, baby, Raoul just took 10 grand off you. I cannot fuck you any harder than that. You might be wondering why we chose Centrelink for the calls, the phone call threesome, and it's for the long wait times and inefficiency. So we knew we'd like get all that shit in. The whole music, it's actually pretty fucking good. I don't think I'll ever be able to hear it again without getting a massive erection. Sometimes I wonder if I'm on Centrelink because I'm mentally ill, or if I'm mentally ill because I'm on Centrelink. It's like, did the alcoholism cause the brain damage, or did the brain damage cause the brain damage? I had a threesome the other day. After the threesome, me and my girlfriend were laying together, and we were talking about like the most intimate thing you could do for somebody, or do to somebody. Does anyone have an idea what like the most intimate thing you could do? So far this week, I've heard lick their asshole and fuck them. So you guys, I'm hoping you guys have got something better than that as for intimacy. Anyone? Most intimate thing you could do to somebody else? Yeah, you know nothing about intimacy. You're a fucking monster. It's easy. I answered it straight away. It's stab something. Seriously. No one ever stabbed anybody? It's really intimate. You got to be up close. You got to be able to like taste their breath. It's like a dance. It's personal. You got to know the person. You know? And then you fucking stick a knife in them when they're not expecting it. Super intimate. So my girlfriend had questions. Like, how many people have you stabbed? I was like, one. Just one person. And I think that's fair. Like, everybody has like one person in their life. That, like, you get to, so he just twigged. You thought of that one person in your life that could use a stabbing, right? Yeah. I just acted upon that impulse. And yeah. Then there was like 5 other guys that stabbed themselves when I was allegedly in the vicinity. One guy even stabbed himself twice. It was pretty clumsy. But no, I really love my girlfriend. She's special. She puts the cute next to cute. Yeah. We have a pretty like adventurous sex life. Boundary pushing. We're really keen to please each other. I mean, like she hit me so hard in the face the other day I called her mum. But yeah, like we were having sex and she was like, "Put me in the bath." I was like, "Okay, I want to like support her," and I was like, "Oh shit, maybe I'll need to like drink some water or something." And she like looked at me with utter disgust in her face and was like, "I don't want you to piss on me." I was like, "Oh, sorry." She's like, "I want you to fucking drown me." She's a keeper. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Is she here? Alright, without further ado, someone that will actually make you fucking laugh. The one and only Don Concha.
What's going on, guys? You fucking good. It was fucking weird, huh? I remember you, mate. Goldie. I remember you last time you did that ice cream. Where's your ice cream today? Ice cream? No talking? Don't know word? That's all good, but. Is everyone having a good night? Yeah? Very diverse lineup. There's a fucking white people. With blacks, 2 blacks. We don't see that anywhere else.
You counted?
We had Asians. We had a life coach. Lorenzo the life coach. What a fucking G, huh? Did you guys like him? He actually has an inspiring story. Before he actually became a life coach, he was born with Down syndrome. So he beat that shit, so that's good already. Bit tough, huh? Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Got some homies here for the first time. My first time performing in front of my friends. So I never invite him to any comedy shows. I barely hang out with him. Barely do. You think they take the fucking hint, but you know, you can't get rid of them like fucking flies to a piece of shit. Not you. So yeah, my name's Don. Spelled D-O-N. Just if anyone doesn't know how to spell it. And the most, like you'd think that'd be the annoying part, like people getting my name wrong, spelling it wrong, right? It's not. It's that people have like this preconceived idea that I'm a good person. Like when they meet me, right? And they meet me, they always think that, is Donnie's good. It's like, well, that's so original. I've heard that fucking 100 times. The reason why I bring it up is just because next time if you ever meet a Don and you go on to think, like to say is Don is good, maybe think something else. Maybe think is Don is naughty boy. And yeah, I get pretty nervous because I have pretty bad anxiety. So when I was like anxiety and shit, pretty fucked up, yeah. And like with my anxiety, one of the things that I like the symptoms would be I get like really sweaty. And it's like you wouldn't believe it, but it's not an attractive look, right? Like you've never seen a girl walk past a group of guys, it's just like that guy's so hot, and her friends like, which one? Yeah, the short, Asian, sweaty one. Not only is it not attractive, but it gets me in a fair bit of trouble. Like, I was at a kids' party the other day, my mate's kids' party, right? And we was having a barbecue, outside barbecue. It was a nice event, and we were kicking back. So I was just sitting down enjoying my food, you know, enjoying the vibe. And then someone's kid jumps up on top of me on my lap and sits on me. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, I'm going to play along because he's a kid, you know, I'm not going to hurt his feelings. And he started asking me questions. The reason why I say questions, because I consider them insults, right? He was like, oh, why is your head so big? Why is your nostril so wide? Why are your earlobes so long? You know, that really, like, I have insecurities about that. So I started to get really nervous and I started sweating. And I'm like, fuck, this is not a good look. You know? Some random guy has a kid on his lap and he's fucking sweating. And I was right, because I seen in the distance, I gather his mother, she storms over, grabs the kid off, and storms off in disgust, like absolute fucking disgust. And as she's walking away, she looks at me. And here I'm a little bit confused. I was like, is she disgusted at the fact that I'm sweating, looking like someone pissed on me, or the massive boner the kid gave me? Yeah, it's a cute kid though, so. Yeah, insecure about that. I'm also very insecure about my weight because I grew up as a fat kid, right? A little fit boy. And I used to be like that fat. I used to have like pretty big titties, and I used to be able to like suck on my nipple. So I could be that fat. And I'm sure I could do that now because like you think like sucking on a girl's nipple while having sex with her is good. But imagine like sucking on your own nipple and jerking yourself off. You're thinking but I've been trying to lose some weight, trying to get on the health kick, eating healthy food and that, and I was doing pretty good. But I fucked up the other day. I had some chocolate. Well, I had a lot. Right? It wasn't even that good. I just like hyped it up all in my head. Like before eating the chocolate, I would think about I was eating the chocolate. And I thought if I had this one piece, this one sweet piece, it would ease my cravings. Then I decided to have the one piece, and it didn't. It left me feeling more guilty and ashamed of myself that I fell off my diet, you know, and all that hard work went to waste. And then I ate a lot more than planned because I thought, well, I'm pretty fucked up. Might as well try to finish the rest off. Then I was on this like really bad sugar high, and I thought, this is what school shooters must feel like in a way. But before they do all the shooting, all they can think about is shooting at the school. And if they kill that one person who's been absolute cunt to them all in high school, if they kill this one person, will they be happy with their life? Then they go and kill that one person, and they're not. They're more guilty and ashamed that they just fucking killed someone. Because you never see them happily running around shooting at the school. In the mugshots, they're looking empty and sad. Then they kill a lot more than planned because they think, well, I'm pretty fucked up. So that's a diet joke? School shooters though. But if I did have a school shooter joke, it would be... The thing is, like, when these kids come up and shooting up school, right, they always link it to video games. They say, oh, video games influences violence to kids, right? And it's like, video games influence violence. But I don't think that. I think the opposite. I don't think it does. I think because when you look at the stats, right, you see these kids, the most they've ever killed is probably 20, 30 kids at a school, right? And like, if you learned this from video games, you'd probably be a better shooter. You kill one more people, right? That argument's fucking bullshit. Because like, I don't play video games, right? And if I was to shoot up school, you know, in a school of 500-600 kids, all defenseless, all hiding under tables, bro, I'd easily kill at least 100, 120. Do you guys remember Heather? She was that trans comedian? Yeah. Well, Heather's a good comedian, and also like I've recently related something with her that most people don't, is that I'm also trans. Yeah, I actually came out trans just on the weekend to my parents. They didn't take it too well because they just think it's a phase. And I'm coming out here to you guys, so you probably don't think it, but I don't punch her. I identify as a white Australian male. Yeah, my preferred pronouns are this cunt and that cunt. Very good, doing it. Oh yeah, I was in the Philippines recently, and I just got back, and it was cool because my dad took me to my first cockfighting tournament. Man, I was so hyped up for this experience. However, quickly disappointed to see a bunch of roosters fighting. We've got my homie at the back there. See him with the glasses, Ringo. You have a nice Ringo! Fun fact about him. He's actually Ivan Milat's youngest son. That's just jokes. But he is a 5-year-old's worst nightmare. You know, I think I'll leave it there.
Get up and don't conch everybody. Alright, we got 2 more acts. Catch you later. Fair enough. So yeah. Alright. Fuck you. Yeah, 2 more acts. Ajax. Yeah. That's his name.
Nah, it's with a K.
That's it.
Fuck my name up!
Oh, I want to see you two fight really bad. So while everyone's supposed to get drinks to go to the bathroom and stuff, hey boy. Yeah, well, speak like I've got kids. Yeah, say hello. Yeah. Yeah, that's the people that came and said Don. Fuck them, don't need them anyway. Yeah, so who knows who, fuck off, you attention whore, would you? Do your fucking homework, clean your fucking room. Tell your mum, leave the money on the fridge. And I'll fill her bowl when I get home. Fuck, where was I? Kids, here. Kids, I've got kids, I've got 3 kids. I recently got divorced. And I told you that because I want to talk about Chris Benoit. Does anyone know who Chris Benoit is? No? Chris Benoit was a professional wrestler, one of the best professional wrestlers ever, the Canadian Crippler. And in 2007, he murdered his wife and child, and then, in a very artistic fashion, hung himself on the weight machine. Credit where credit's due. Yeah, back to suicide. Anyway, whenever I go to visit my kids and my ex-wife, I always wear a Chris Benoit t-shirt, just to let her know I'm not fucking around. Hey, Alicia, you want to cheer these people up after I told them I want to kill my wife and kids?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, man.
Give it up for Joel. And most importantly, domestic abuse. That's what he was talking about. Wow! Who would have thought no one would have found that funny? Wow! Love you, Joel. Wow! Sir, you like Gatorade? He said no. That's a smart answer, because Gatorade's fucking bullshit. I fucking hate Gatorade. Gatorade is bullshit because Gatorade's been taking my money for years, and I just found out that none of the money that's been going to Gatorade that I've been giving them has been going to alligator organisations. Why else are they calling it Gatorade, sir? Why? It's bullshit. Because they know that in Australia we like the alligators because Steve Irwin hunted the crocodiles, the natural enemy of the alligator. Because you think alligator, you think crocodile, they're fucking up with the brand recognition. So that's why we hate the alligators. You ever find words and you're like, why is it called that? Yeah, happens to me all the fucking time. Oh, frustrating as hell. Like, what the fuck is sanctity? Like, what is that word? What the fuck is sanct and what's so good about its titty? It's crazy out there. I went to a restaurant the other day. Went in there, ordered some food, and they brought out this Portuguese chicken. I told the waiter, I don't know what your nan does, but my nan don't do that. Where the fuck's the roast? And the potatoes? And the cholesterol? Freedom said goodbye to everyone, then you fucking realise that. Eat shit, cunt! Alright. So, oh my God, have you ever seen those people on the mopeds? They're riding around and it's like, what are you doing? And then they're riding around because obviously their life has gotten to a point where they need to only exert a certain amount of energy at a time. But, why the fuck are you hopping on the fucking freeway with it then? You always see these dickheads hopping on Mahani's road with this fucking moped, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, their fucking life has gotten to a point where it's like, it's just no thrills anymore. How am I gonna fucking fulfill that? Hop on the freeway! Bullshit! What else we got here? How you going? Man. So. I wrote this stupidly. Alright. So, you like Vegemite? Fucking, you're a smart cookie, mate. Fucking hate Vegemite too, man! Go here, bro! Fucking! Fuck Vegemite! It tastes like shit! I don't know why the fuck people are eating it. They're fucking like, I don't know what'll be good in my fucking sandwich. Fucking Vegemite. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bullshit. And then I don't think that one through. But in other news, Australia has the highest percentage of people that eat ass. That's why fucking Vegemite sells, isn't it? Come on, honey, come over here. Let me suck out some of them B vitamins. Oh. Fuck, disgusting. You know why? When you go to a deli, only in Australia you go to a deli and then you gotta fucking take the fucking ticket. You know why they have the ticket? Because people are fighting each other in the deli.
What the fuck is there a ticket machine? Why can't you hold your shit together? Who needs ham that bad? You don't need ham that bad. It's bullshit. And then you're on Facebook and you see immigrants fight each other or some shit, and then there'll be some like Shazza in the fucking comment section will be like, this is not the Australia I knew. Fuck off, what are you talking about? People have been bashing each other in delis for years, and now there's a ticket machine there. What the fuck? Coronavirus. What a virus. Like, fucking good stuff going on there. I mean, whoever made that thing, they're killing the game. But no, not really. Only like that. Not doing much. So like, it's interesting how like with coronavirus, it's on the news, but you don't really have seen it in your daily life. So I mean, like, it's like kind of a joke, isn't it? Cool. Because you know, you're walking around and no one's got. Get the fuck out! What the fuck? There's people like you that are complaining about Australia they used to know. Get the fuck out of that bus replacement, alright? You fucked up the metro system, they're fucking right. Alright, yeah, but like 100% that coronavirus, like imagine you found someone and they were making a joke about it and then they were like, hey, that's not cool, I have a friend with the coronavirus. You'd be like, holy shit, get away from me. Alright, the last fucking piece of my fucking, I don't know, stress-induced cancer is going to come out tonight. Alright, the last bit of that is like, alright. Nick Kyrgios is a good guy. I like that guy. What the fuck does everyone call him Nick Kyrgios, right? You got the fucking Greeks. They go out and support. They go around and fucking watch the ones where it's like the ones who talk like, oh no, my name is Stefano Sissipato. Like, they go and support that guy, but they don't go support the guy that's like, fuck you, bro, my mate fucking your missus. He talks like you. Go support him. What are you doing? It's bullshit. Fucking this country is fucked. I'm telling you, this country hates everybody till they get a sliver of success. They get a sliver of success and everyone's fucking kneeling at your knob. You know what I mean? They had that fucking cricket team. They fucking, the Steve Smith and Dave Warner. And then those two, they fucking, they rub the fucking ball on their crutch or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck they did. I don't give a shit about cricket. But they fucking did something with the ball and everyone's like, fuck you two, you fucking ruined Australia, you ruined the fucking reputation we have, we're a great cricket country, this bullshit, fuck Steve Smith, I fucking hate you Steve Smith. And then Steve Smith autism kicks in at the Ashes series, like, I can't fucking leave, why don't I hit 100? And then everyone's like, he's a fucking god, I fucking love Steve Smith, I still fucking hate Dave Warner, he's the reason Steve did it, because Steve was a good guy, but Dave made him do it. Then fucking Dave Warner goes out against some like subpar cricket team from New Zealand, and he fucking hits a triple century and a couple other fucking things, and they're like, we like him too. We like him too. This country's bullshit. I'm telling you. If Hitler just fucking after World War II survived and he came here, all he would have needed to do was fucking save his PR was fucking get good at cricket and he'd still be in the fucking Olympics box, right? I'm right, ain't I? Yeah, alright. Fuck you, freedom. I'm following you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alessio Carducci, the only man that can go from Nick Kyrgios to fucking Hitler in one joke. Our headline is about to come through. Customarily at this time of night, I pass the hat around, and if any of our punters would like to donate towards the evening, that'd be great. Stuff that clinks is great, stuff that folds is better. I'll pass that around and warn you that the next act will be like nothing you've seen this evening. It's all been set up. I advertised that Nicky LAH was going to be the headliner tonight, and unfortunately, last minute, Nicky was unable to make it. So Nicky has sent a replacement. I'm sure it will be fine. Everything will be fine. I want you all to feel safe and comfortable. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Our headliner, Pendejo!
That what you want me to do? I think it's broken. Fuck's sake, man. Want to do that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had it. Oh. You mean? Oh. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Cut. Let's go. Okay, you're cutting it, bro. Okay, it's cut. Okay. Oh, shit.
Like cut it.
What do you mean?
The saw.
Oh.
That way.
Cut. It's cut. I can't, bro. Don't hurt me.
Literally.
I got asthma.
Fucking killed him.
Money! He's gone. He's home. Right. Down front. Oi! Move fucking head. Out of the way.
He's in the fucking He's off. I can't find my key.
I don't know if it's over.